Hello, everybody! Welcome back to the Orsak Narrative Universe. My name is Joshua Orsak, and for the first time in a long time, everybody can see my face. Now, we are here with a group of people. We are going to be starting a new game called Something Old and Something New. I'm going to let each person introduce their character, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about the world, and we will move from there. I may have to turn off my camera from time to time for health reasons, but I will leave it on for most of the time. So why don't we start with you, Eve? Why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
All right. Well, my character is going to be Bluma. She is playing a biggest fan, and I'm a biggest fan of Laura's character, Makia.
Why don't you tell me a little about why that is, why the idea behind it? Because I think it's really interesting.
Oh, I'll be her squire. I'll be her knight squire. Sorry, something went up with stream and it distracted me.
No problem. And Laura.
Okay, so my character's name is Makia. She's a prayer paladin, which I believe means that she can talk to all the gods, and she doesn't necessarily, she believes in all the gods, and they give her powers because of Riz. So, yeah.
I am such a boomer, I don't know what Riz is.
Charisma.
Charisma, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
They like her.
That's the nice way of putting it.
Gotcha.
So and I was trying to come up with a name. Usually I don't come up with a name until I see the picture. and she has this kind of Polynesian look. So I was like kind of looking up names in that vein, and I came across this word that's the principle of it's one of the 7 principles of Huna philosophy, used by Hawaiian kahunas, and it means energy flowing to where attention goes. So I was like, that sounds like a really good name for a prayer class. So that's her, and she's like, mid-40s. She has a big sword. Not messing around.
Okay. That's weird. Garrett, why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
Hi, my name is Garrett, and I am playing Oscar Iron Fist, the Dwarven Pirate. To be honest, I haven't played this. This was my first ever D&D character, and I haven't played him now in probably like 8 years. So I'll be rusty with the voice, but I'm excited to bring him to the ONU and see what kind of chaos and mess he can create and ensue.
Okay. Well,
He was a swashbuckler.
Fantastic. You are in a far off planetoid in magic space called Halvardic, and you stand in a small village in there called Ung, and y'all are protectors of the village. You watch out for it. You do missions that are provided by Fetch Quest. This is unbeknownst to this realm. So this realm is very far disconnected from the rest of the ONU. It is not deeply planar connected. It was what we call a semi-locked plane. So this realm is not something you can teleport into and out of easily, which is not impossible, but it's unusual. They do not know that they are deeply within Bai's territory. So just so you know, I'm not setting you up to be Vecnadon. Today, if anybody knows what that means in the ONU, you can get Vecnadon if you're in the wrong realm. So I'm not doing that to you. I am an asshole, but I'm not that big of an asshole. And so as you start the day, we will start with you actually, Oscar. What you want to do is you start the day. I want to let you know that your house is a pirate ship that is on land. It actually there's lakes around here, but no ocean, so you're completely landlocked as for now. I might open up opportunities there, some ideas but right as far as you know, this place is completely landlocked, and so your ship, because you would have come here via a random portal, is on land, and you live in it as your house. So as you start the day, what would you like to do, Oscar? You can, of course, practice a new skill or ability. You can explore the realm immediately around you. You can gather your friends together. You can look in for a quest, or you can do anything else you want to do that your imagination can bring to your attention. So what would you like to do as you start the day, Oscar?
First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a little bit of morning drink. But then after that, I would like.
What are we having for our morning drink? What do we want for a morning drink? Mead, ale,
rum, or whatever rum? I have available.
You definitely have rum or mead.
I'm not picky.
Rum or mead or ale, your choice, dealer's choice.
Let's start with the morning rum.
Okay, you're start with hard liquor. Okay, the rum is exactly. It's an excellent run. Of course, something that you got a Chug's special. As you start the day, and you got a nice buzz on as the day begins. Is there anything that you would like? What would you like to do next? That doesn't take you long to pour a drink and a drink. What would you like to do?
Is there any way I could work on upping my detect trap skill?
Absolutely. It's a 10%, so you're gonna roll your 100-sided 5 times. Every time you get it under 10, you're gonna add 1% to that total skill.
I'm not getting out my dice. There we go. Let's see.
Fantastic.
Let's see. No. Nope. 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 No.
Huh. Anybody who is
we're off to a great start.
Anybody who has played a rogue knows what that's like at low levels. That is in the ONU. That's how it be. And when you get like 1 and you get 1%, you're like, yeah, it's up by 1. I did it. I did 1. And then at level like 7, you're like, got it, got it, got it, got it. And you're just like getting 5% at the time. We will then next go to you, Makia, because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to have the knight, to have the squire before the knight. I need to know what the knight's doing first. So, Makia, what would you like to do as you begin your day?
Makia seated in front of her fire, and she's sharpening her sword. And she is probably singing a little song under her breath or something.
Okay. Roll your intelligence for the sword sharpening. The sword sharpening? The sword sharpening.
It's a pass.
Okay. Then you are going to get a +1 on any attacks that you might use with your sword for the rest of the day. So remember that, because everybody forgets it. Your melee is essentially 1 higher for the rest of the day. Also remember you have a +5 on that sword, so that makes your melee 5 higher.
Nice.
So it's essentially 6 higher. So as she sharpens her sword, she has quite an impressive manner. I want you to imagine like a single parapet, like almost a tower, kind of classic gray, almost a castle look, out in the grasslands right next to the woods outside of the city, and in a barn next to this rather palatial estate, we have Nora waking up. And what would Nora like to do as the day begins? Nora.
All right. Oh, I only have 1 skill, so let's get some more skills.
Okay.
Let's do mimic skill. Let's try for that one.
Okay. You need to roll your wisdom 5 times and your charisma 5 times. So when wisdom or less 5 times, you went charisma or less 5 times. You're going to roll that, both sets of those, on the 20-sided dice. The conversation going right now in the chat is, oh, that's cool. It's just ridiculous. Our people are so funny. They're so ridiculous.
They're weird and we like it.
I love it. How could I not?
Let's see.
They're my people.
I did terrible. Okay, so wisdom, I crit 1, I missed 2, and then for charisma, I missed 2, but I made the rest.
Okay, so you're a little short. That's not terrible. You're not quite there. So you're like all you're really short is 1 wisdom and 2 charisma. You'll make it. Next time.
Cool.
Okay. As the day wears on, Oscar, you might have an itch to go get a quest from the quest board, or you can do something else. It's up to you. What do you want to do as the day wears on? We're now running about 11 o'clock in the morning. What do you want to do, Oscar? Garrett?
Her needs adventures. I'm going to hit up the board.
You're going to hit up the board. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I can hear you. You're at the quest board, and the following quests are on the board. There is a local farmer nearby, and they're having some trouble with some unusual rabbits. These bunnies are blue, and their ears spin around like helicopters. And their ability to strip a farm clean is just wild. Like, they are, it's mind-blowing. And they will take they've just destroyed large swathes of farms. As far as I know, there's only like 6 or 7 of them. But they move fast, and they can do massive damage. The farmers have gotten together, and they are offering 25,000 money points if you will take care of said helicopter rabbits. Number 2, there has been a drake or a dragon or perhaps a pink dragon that has been robbing people in the northern forest. This drake or pink dragon, it's definitely pink, but it has an unusual aromatic effect. It has either wears perfume or has some kind of olfactory stimulant that when you smell it, it causes people to go completely it messes with their mind. And so it is sleeker looking and it kind of has a shiny coat to it, with not, scales. So it is, most pink dragons are kind of a dull pink. This is a pink colored drake or dragon. They're officially assuming it is a pink dragon, but there's some things about it that make it suspicious. And they are offering 50,000 money points if you will take care of this problem. They only really want it gone from the forest. If it's a pink dragon, they don't expect someone to be able to slay it. But if it can be chased off or dealt with or reasoned with to leave, they would appreciate it. If you could kill it, its hide, its body is worth much, much more. If it's a pink dragon, you're looking in the millions of money points. And finally, there is an old woman in town with a animal in her basement, a rat or perhaps a possum. And if you would get rid of said rat or possum, she's offering 10,000 money points for a simple extermination job. And it's up to you which one of these quests you want to take first. You certainly can go and tell your good friends Makia and Nora about it. I would suggest, while you probably don't need help just to get rid of a rat or a possum, it's a lot of money. You might want to spread it around. You got friends here. Up to you.
I guess I'll go tell the crew about the quest, see which one they would like to take on.
Okay.
I guess even if they want to, they may not. They may have other plans.
Okay. Your good friend Oscar knocks on your door, Makia, and you see him come up to that door, Nora. When you see Oscar approach, when all of y'all encounter Oscar, what would you like to do? What's your y'all can RP first. Y'all can discuss it in character too.
Oscar, smell like liquor already. It's 11.
It's been a good morning.
And what else did you get done today?
Nothing else. That's why I know it's a good morning.
Did you at least visit a fetch quest?
I checked the board. That's why I'm here.
It's funny because Garrett kind of sounds like a pirate in real life, so he doesn't really have to do much of a voice. It just comes.
No, that's what's funny about it.
Yeah. It's really just not much more in his voice. I'm sorry, go on.
And what did you find?
Well, there's a quest about getting rid of some weird blue bunnies. First that it was ice cream. I was like, cool, but that's not the case. Then there was a quest about getting rid of a pink perfume covered dragon. They don't want it. I mean, they don't have to kill it. They just want it to run it off. And then there's an old woman that needs help with something in her basement. She said it was a raccoon. I was like, well, maybe. But I wanted to see which one y'all were interested in doing.
Nora, what do you think?
I mean, the last two definitely sound like the better options. The dragon sounds pretty cool. I don't encounter a dragon every day. I feel like that would make some cool stories.
I've never met a pink dragon. I could go for that.
So is that the direction we're going? Okay. Okay.
The pink dragon it is.
Very well.
That reaction is...
No, it's just, of the three, most people pick Grandma Goodwin. It's just, I would say 95% of adventuring party. It's always funny when it's not. I'm always a little shocked when it's not when she's not picked. But that you don't have to go with you go your own way. Um, the uh-oh. Uh-oh. Laura disappeared. Back?
Oh no.
We're going to pause for a second, everybody.
Yeah.
We're back.
Oh, okay.
What's this?
Technical difficulties. Classic. Okay. We'll start with you then, since you haven't got. We'll start with you, Nora. Is there anything you'd like to do to prepare before y'all go and try to find this dragon, this pink dragon? Anything you'd like to do to prepare, like anything you'd like to purchase or anything else? Eve?
No, I guess I'll just continue for my,
Make your rolls.
Yeah,
Okay.
intelligence. I need what, one intelligence, one wisdom, or?
I think it's 3 charisma and 1 wisdom is what you need.
All right, cool. I just made up whatever I just said.
There's nothing I hate more than seeing myself on camera.
So I still need one charisma.
Okay.
Yeah.
You might crit a wisdom. Let's see. Did you make the wisdom or did you crit him?
Let me check again. I have to open up chat. No, I didn't crit anything.
Okay. So all we need is 1 charisma next time. You know what? I'm gonna be nice, DM. Take it. Take it away. It's yours. Oscar, is there anything you want to do before you go, before you start traveling around looking in the forest for this pink dragon?
I would like to see if I can train up Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. Roll your percentage 5 times. Everyone you get under 10, you're going to get a percent. Load it up on those percent skills. Did we level 1?
I did. I want to get them early.
Alrighty then.
Awesome, I made 1.
You made 1 plus 1%.
I got a 4%.
Yeah.
Alright.
We made it. Is there anything you want to do to
You got all percentage skills, and we're gonna go talk to a dragon.
Hey, you know what? He could get that backstab. You never know. You never
Exactly.
know.
True. It's true.
Is there anything you want to do to prepare before you go, Makia?
Yeah, she's gonna learn persuasion.
Okay, roll your charisma 5 times.
Okay. Charisma. Oh, it was low, but that's a 1 pass. Oh, 2 pass. This is incredible. No fail. Okay, just 2 passes.
2 passes. Hey, that's good.
Ugh.
Now, what's your charisma?
9.
You know, prayer paladins are supposed to have. I think I messed you up with because I thought it was a paladin.
Yeah, you told me.
You need to switch your wisdom. You need to switch your wisdom and charisma. It's because when I was that's my fault. Because I was thinking of a normal paladin. It's a prayer paladin. You got to switch wisdom and charisma. Your charisma
Thank you.
should be
Okay,
high.
okay.
Charisma
Cool.
should
Then
be
it's
high.
4 out of 5.
Yeah. Okay, you got him. I'm so sorry about that. When I gave it to
No,
you,
no, you said
just,
it. It was. I was like, there's no way.
No, I processed that wrong. I am so sorry. So y'all begin to travel. Y'all gonna be traveling around the woods looking for this pink dragon, ostensibly. As you travel around, what do you undertake to find it? Like, how do you go about locating the pink dragon so that you can confront it? Aware that it has some kind of a smell effect that obviously puts someone in a semi-psychotic state, might be a right way to put it. What would y'all like to do as y'all search for it, and B, perhaps prepare to fight it in some way, shape, or form. And I'm going to start with you this time, Makia. And y'all should all talk in character among yourselves. Like, what is y'all's strategy here in the overall?
Well, say we have to kill the dragon. We just need to get it to go away, right? So
Exactly. They just want it to run off.
All right. So we could talk.
Yeah.
I've been known to be charming. We could. I don't want to set fire to its lair, but we could. We could.
If it is a pink
But first
dragon, it
we
will
have-
have a lair. Pink dragons are nomadic. They don't stay in one place. Pink dragons are pink. If it is a pink dragons are the result of red dragons mating with fairy dragons or certain other types of dragons originally. Now, eventually, they became a race unto themselves by player action. So pink dragons can reproduce among themselves, but they tend to be very chaotic. They are always thieves. Drakes in general in my game tend to be thieves, and so do pink dragons. And they don't have a lair. They're very nomadic. They never stay the same place twice.
Fae beings, can they lie?
They're half. So pink dragons don't have a problem lying.
Big fat liars.
Dragon. Do they have like a horde of some kind anywhere, even though they move from place to place?
Always have a pocket dimension, and they will have enormous amounts if it's a pink dragon. And this one, even a drake will. This one has been stealing for sure.
Okay.
As far as they know, it's mostly been robbing like farmers. So mostly like crops it's been stealing as they're trying to bring it to market. But pink dragons and drakes will steal anything. They're kleptomaniacs, essentially.
Okay.
I'm going to use efficacious prayer to try and locate this dragon.
Okay. Always feel free to RP
pray?
a prayer. Yeah. Always. I love RPing. One of my favorite things. And I mean to like I'm playing a priest of the Great Maw in a game right now. Like I reused Bobby McBites Your Ass in another game where I'm live. It's a live game, and I'm like, Great Ma, everything I eat for you. This meal is an offering to you, Lord. So I like doing that stuff, but you don't have to. You can just roll it.
I'll do. Do we have a god of locating stuff here? It doesn't have to be a god on my sword, right?
No, it does not have to be. Hermes is a good choice for tracking. Zillion Zima Rottweiler is a great choice. That's probably you cannot beat Zillion Zima Rottweiler. Now Zillion Zima Rottweiler, ZZ Rott also. ZZ Rott is
okay.
Imagine Zap Brannigan. He is Zap Brannigan in the ONU, but Zap Brannigan, if Zap Brannigan was the greatest assassin who ever lived. So if you want a god to pray to for tracking, you can't do better than Zillion Zazima Rottweiler or ZZ Rott.
I'm gonna pray to ZZ Rott.
Fantastic.
Oh, she takes her sword. She takes a knee. ZZ Rott, I need your help with this pink dragon. I don't want to get eaten, and if I did, you would be real sad too. Cause who would you watch all day? Can you help me out? Amen.
Roll your charisma.
That's a pass.
Fantastic. I got to do the fate rolls. So, but with efficacious prayer, you get the better of 2 fate rolls. The words that there's no bad side. Like nothing bad can happen from praying. In like most situations, unless you're like in the abyss. But you can get like nothing. Oh, well, you're not gonna get nothing. Okay. That was a pretty solid prayer. You get the exact location, and you know that this is not a pink dragon. It was not high enough to give you exact what it is, but it is not a pink dragon. It is pink and it looks draconic, but it is not a pink dragon. You are certain of it. And you know its exact location. It is staying within a field of wildflowers that are often that that are just so like when I had a tree once and it had these flowers on it, and twice a year it would be filled with bees. I mean, like the whole tree would buzz. No one could explain to me exactly why. It definitely bloomed, but I swear every bee within 5 miles must have been in this tree. And they'd stay there for 2 weeks, and then when the blooms were no longer there, they would go. That's what it's like here. These flowers are beloved by bees. The place buzzes. So people don't frequent there that often because you get stung. But this is where the creature is hanging out.
Not a dragon, guys. Your intel sucks, Oscar.
I got it from a board. From a piece of paper. I didn't talk.
You know, I give you one job, and you come back and you tell me it's a dragon, and we don't know what the fuck. We don't know what it is. I'm not gonna swear. Okay.
You can swear. This is the 18 plus. What are you talking about? It's the 18 plus. This is so lame. Y'all are getting skewered. You're getting absolutely roasted. You're getting roasted in the chat for not picking Grandma Goon. I have never seen anything like it. You're getting fucking torched.
I'm sorry, I can't do Grandma like 3 times in 1 month.
I know,
it's too much for me. Like
too.
it's too much for me.
For most people, it is never too much. But you know, to each his own. But it's funny how people are just like. Just flamethrowing y'all for not picking Grandma. It's wild. She's well beloved. So, but it's Grandma. What do y'all? I can't do Grandma 3 times a month. Whew, that is a minority position within the ONU. Now. Now that y'all have this information, so this field of flowers is about a half day's journey. Bad news is you're about at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So you will have to camp out unless y'all want to go back home, spend the night there, and come back out. It's up to you. What do y'all want to do, and what do you want to do in preparation now that you know where this thing is and that it is not a pink dragon?
I think we should continue on until nightfall.
Any objections?
We need to find a way to come up to protect ourselves from the aroma it gives off. Apparently it messes with your mind. The paper did not say. It might be a fun way for all I know. But...
You got any ideas, or are you just going to stick your fingers up your nose?
I was just going to wipe some spiced rum on my mustache.
Spiced rum on the mustache. It's not a bad idea.
Okay, hang on. Let me look.
Or some ale, let it skunk up a little bit, and then that'll be all I smell.
Is it, does magic resistance work against smells?
You don't know. It depends on what it is. If it is a spell, then yes, if that's what's going on. It could, but since you don't know the nature of of the substance of this attack, then you can't make that assumption.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm gonna learn craft.
Okay.
I might make noseplugs.
That's not a bad idea. I mean, that's learning craft and then using it to create some simple nose plugs to solve what could solve the problem. It's like there's a lot of ways you can approach that. So, roll your wisdom 5 times and your dexterity 5 times as y'all travel along.
Okay. 3 out of 5 on my wisdom. And I'll pass on dexterity. Okay. So not quite yet.
Okay. And as y'all continue along, what would you like to do, Nora? Naya, then Nora? I just put that together.
Yeah, I guess so. I would like to learn Summon Lesser Fan.
Summon Lesser Fan. I love it. What would you like to? So roll your charisma 5 times. Oh my God, Makia! She's the greatest knight who ever lived.
I don't do autographs.
I'm such a big fan. Oh my God, it's Makia! I've been waiting my whole life to get a glimpse of that. the RP opportunity for yours truly is there.
I made it for all except 2.
All except 2. Made 3, failed 2. Try again next time. Oscar
Okay.
Iron Fist. What are you going to do as you travel along?
I would like to continue to work on Pass Without a Trace.
Okay, roll those percentages 5 times. We have 11 now, so we're 1% more chance of making it. Crit 1. Get that 11. You're going to get that 11.
I made 1 again. I got another 4.
Made 1. 11's coming.
Last one. Nope. Only the 1.
You got 12% now, though. That's good.
We're climbing. That's what's important.
You know what? We're just gonna roll it. We're just gonna do it this way. Okay. As you travel along, Oscar, you trip over a tripwire, and a net falls on you. As a net falls on you, you see 3 diminutive green creatures that look kind of goblinoid, but kind of demonic. We got him! He's got giant feet! Gonna need them feet! And these are grass imps. They have little like hatchets in their hands, and they are known for they like to cut people's feet off because they like to eat feet. What is them feet? Feet! And they are just like running towards Oscar, almost oblivious that there are 2 other people because they're also dumb as dirt. Kitty. Roll for initiative, everybody. There are 3 of them.
2. Good. It's good.
To 14.
Alright, I got a 19.
Boom! Well, that would beat my 17, so y'all are going first. I will start with you, Makia. What would you like to do as these grass imps crowd out Oscar, hatchets out, blow darts in their hands, getting ready to hit him with sleep potions, and then remove him of his feet so they can eat those feet?
All right, so I'm gonna go in with my sword swinging.
Fantastic. Roll your melee.
Pass.
Okay. It is unlikely that they are. Let's see. Yep. You slice right into one of them, cut him like straight in half. Oh my God! Oh my God! He only had 2 days to retirement. One of them stands over him. It's okay. I'm gonna be all right. I can't feel my legs. Which makes sense because he's cut in 2. Oscar, you're inside the net. The net is actually quite effective, at least at robbing of your action this round. But you can get it right off. You don't have to roll anything, but you will lose your action this round. We're going to go to you, Nora, what would you like to do in response to the grass imps?
I don't think I can do anything, so I think I might just hang out. I
You're
don't have any
always
weapons.
you're always
Don't
free
have
to
any skills. Yeah.
you did get mimic skill, didn't you?
No one used a skill or spell.
That's true, but I just want to make sure you do have a skill.
Yes, I just took one, so yeah,
The
we're good there. Other than that, I'm here for moral support, guys. I'll give you guys a thumbs up from the
Sword
side.
proficiency? Can she like kind of get some sword proficiency watching?
She could if there was an extra sword for her.
Yeah.
But you have craft, so
Yeah,
soon you'll be
I
able to.
gotta.
I do. No, I didn't get craft yet.
You didn't get less, but soon you might be able to make a
Soon.
weapon for her. And they
Mm-hmm.
have hatchets on them, which are actually perfect for her. They're kind of simpler weapons, and in their hands they're very large. But it is my turn. One of them is dead, or like in the process of dying. The other is like holding his torso in his hand, crying. The other one is still active and has its blow dart out and is going to take a shot at Makia. And it made its dex, which is kind of wild because its dex sucks. And it made its melee, and in fact it crit its melee, which means Makia has to roll her constitution at half. So you have to take your constitution down to half, and then you have to hope you roll under it, or else you fall asleep.
No, it was 5 and I got a 6.
Makia falls asleep as the creature runs over, hatchet drawn. Let's see what happens here. Gotta check something out. You monster! So the other one also like drops the torso of his friend, and they're both running towards Makia. Oscar, it is your turn. What would you like to do? Nora, the person you're the biggest fan of is about to get hatcheted by some diminutive little bastards, and you can't always kick something, or punch. So you do have those options. Oscar, what would
Can I
you like
look
to
for
do?
the biggest rock nearby that I can pick up?
Absolutely. There is a big rock nearby.
Right. My strength is 6, so it's not going to be a big rock, but
Yeah, not giant. But roll your dex and your melee. Dex are under, and then melee are under. The stream is till 9.
I figured sleeping on the job, and then she got mad at me.
That is a making a. Well, what's your dex?
wait, you said roll dex and what?
Melee. You want to roll under your melee as well.
What's melee?
Okay, so your melee on your character is a 5, so you wouldn't roll 5 or under.
Okay, I don't know where I would see that on the sheet. It's not on my sheet.
Should be offensive rating.
Well,
Something.
what did I roll? I did not. I made a 16.
Yeah. What'd you roll? What's your dex?
My dex is 10.
So you made.
I rolled a
dex,
6 for
yeah,
that. I made that one.
So you throw the rock. You're the best shot at Makia not getting killed.
I will pull out to my blade. I'm gonna stab one of them stupid little imp goblin things. They're trying to take me feet.
Okay, just rolling melee, right? We're not gonna try for the backstab, I assume.
No, we're just going melee.
Okay, so then you have to roll a 9 or actually you roll a 10 or less. So roll a 10 or less on the.
I got a 6.
So that's a make. So these things are not super robust. Oh my God! You rolled a 22. You sliced through both of them with a single slice, cutting both their heads off. All of the grass imps are dead, and Makia wakes up.
Friends at? Nowhere. Oh, all right then.
Makia wakes up.
What happened? What happened?
In the days, and everybody at this table gets a level. Everybody at the table gets a level. For you, for you, Nora, I think it's a D4 hit points that you add, and you get to pick 3 new skills, Nora. Oscar and Mikia should both be D12. Nora's melee does not change, should still be at 5. Oscar and Mikia's will go up by 1. All of your percentage that you practiced, Oscar, should go up by 5%. If there was one you did not practice, it would go by 3%. Oscar and Mikia both get 3 new skills or spells.
Going down my list of percentages.
Going down.
Magic resistance goes up by 5, though, even if you don't use it. Correct?
Rose go up by 3% if you don't use it, 5% if you do.
Okay.
I will simplify in a text game because explaining that in a text game is a friggin' nightmare. I'm not gonna lie.
Local knowledge, that sounds like it could be useful.
This is actually quite hot to wear in here. Still wearing it because it's a beholder. And it's Christmas.
Nice sweater.
It's my Christmas D&D sweater.
You should have told us. We all could have worn Christmas sweaters.
I don't know. We all could have. Yes, that's right.
That is something that could have happened.
Thank God you didn't tell us that.
That would have been yeah. That would have.
Hey, I have a sweater collection. I would love to break it out.
Yeah, do you have Christmas sweaters?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome. This is my only Christmas sweater, and I wear it year round. To be honest with you, I don't only wear it Christmas because this is like advertisement for my business. People are like, oh my God, I love Dungeons & Dragons. I'm like, well, guess what I do for a living?
It's a good conversation starter.
It is a great conversation starter. This thing right here, look at that beholder. By the way, a gift from my good friend Sean.
Oh, it's nice. What is charge of the self-righteous?
Charge of the self-righteous is you get like strength the more full of yourself you are about how right you are. You get
okay.
the look on your face, I was like, I knew you'd like that. I knew you'd like this class. I knew you'd like this class. It's a class ready-made for Lara.
No, I am not gonna do that skill.
Oh, you're not? I can see you RPing that.
Oh, that was great.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's so nice.
I am ready as well.
Cameras on. I miss having mine. It was so fun to dress as my character. Yep. I'm glad to have the camera on. I thought I would be more bothered than I am. I don't have to look at myself most of the time. I'm looking at the chat more. Anyways, it is getting late in game. Is there anything I would like to do in the aftermath of the battle first? Is there anything I would like to do after this is done?
Take the weapons.
Okay, the hatchets are good. That would be a good thing to give your squire for sure.
What about the net?
Take the net. The net is it's a solid net. I mean, it's something they made out of like cordage that they made themselves out of things like vines, but it's actually a pretty solid net, so that's a good one to have. Anything else? Illuminati. Okay. It is getting late in game. The assumption would be that you'd want to make camp, but if you don't want to for some weird reason, you don't have to make camp, but it's up to you.
I say we make a camp.
I think that's a good idea.
It's probably a good call, yeah.
Who wants to take first watch? Who wants to take second watch? Who wants to take third watch? It is
I feel like I'm the squire. I should take first watch.
Okay.
You know, I'm kind of the bitch of the group, so.
Atta girl, Nora.
So who's
I'll
taking?
take second watch.
You guys sleep. I got this. I
No,
got this. And I'll stay up sharpening her weapons and cleaning her armor and doing all those little things
It's
while they're
actually
sleeping.
a great and easy opportunity to use the item you were given. And if you have an idea for a simple enchantment that you want to put on the sword while she's sleeping, so the item I gave her is actually a carrying case for your sword that she can use to make your sword even sharper and to put simple enchantments that she comes up with on it. If there's an idea you have for an enchantment, enchantments can include like returning, fire, lightning. Um, um, oh, Eve, please, feel free.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you. I didn't want to be.
I don't care. I
It's
give
whatever.
no
I was
fucks.
asking him. I just hit my vape on camera. I wasn't sure if it was weird. I didn't go. I
Oh,
can't go 2 hours some days.
it is. It is.
You're good. You're
I have
good.
no problem with it.
Okay, is there any way that I can do a form of like blade ward so that anytime she takes any melee damage, she gets like half damage or something?
That is so fucking good. I love it. I love it.
Great,
Yes, you
that's
can do
such a
that.
great idea.
It's such a great idea. Um, I love that fucking idea. Yes, you can do that, and
Looking
it'd be
out for my
and
girl.
and it's gonna be very easy for her to pick it up. So the downside to her item, which is actually quite powerful, is that she has to give you the sword. So if she's carrying it and y'all got attacked like you did by the grass imps, she would have to take around to give you your sword. That's kind of like the downside to the item. At night, doing something like this, it removes that downside. The enchantment will not last more than a few hours, but it's a good idea, and there's no reason not to do it. So during your watch, you set all of that up. It's a really really cool fucking enchantment, and as you are sleeping, you hear a large rustling in um, the nearby tree. Something big is coming your way. Nora.
All right, well, I immediately wake them both up. I'm like, guys, there's something out there. I don't know how to fight. One of you needs to wake up.
So as y'all all are awakened by the cowardly ravings of your squire, what is y'all's response to this? There is something big, and it now lets out a sound like but a million. I mean, like infinitely louder. The trees shake as it roars. 5 on fate.
Oh no. Can I roll spot or local knowledge to see if I can get an idea of what it is?
Local knowledge usually wouldn't apply. Spot's not going to apply because y'all know where it is. You can't physically see it. But I will give you a chance with local knowledge. You might have heard about it.
What about incredible luck?
I will incredible luck for sure. But first, you can also roll your knowledge. It will just be at a detriment, so you can roll your intelligence as if it were 3 lower. If you make that, you can also roll your incredible luck to help you.
All right, intelligence. Well, if it was normal, it would have crit. But all right, and incredible luck. Nope.
But you did make it.
No, I didn't.
You didn't make the intelligence.
If I didn't have the -3, I would have gotten it. But
you don't know what the fuck this is, then.
I got no idea what the fuck this is.
There you go.
Okay. Well, gonna try that efficacious prayer again. Gonna try praying to Prairie, Morning Valley. I don't know. Maybe she would know. Animals.
I dig it.
Oh, great Prairie. I have wonderful respect for you. You are a goddess among goddesses. Please tell me what this creature is making noise so I can go back to sleep.
Roll your charisma.
Make.
Okay. So this creature is what they call a behemoth. Cool. Similar to it looks a little bit like a hippo. They're pink and they have kind of like a beak like a beak-like structure on front, and it is coming for y'all. So y'all you're about to get attacked, and you do not have time to move the camp. Y'all could run. They're not super fast. You could run, but you'd be running into the darkness, running into the forest, not knowing where you're going. So there's a downside to running. But you do know what this is. It is a danger. It is coming your area. They are plant eaters, but they're extraordinarily territorial, like hippos. It's the best way to think about this thing is it's a land hippo. Um, if you know anything about hippos, hippos kill more people in Africa than crocodiles do. Hippos kill tons of people in Africa. They're also not exactly meat eaters, though they will like bite the crap out of
They're
people.
very territorial.
They're so territorial.
More kills than any other animal in Africa.
They kill like crazy. The hippo is one of the deadliest animals, like actual animal attacks.
Quarter-sized teeth holes.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
They
should not be in children's books.
They will also most often they drown people by destroying their boats and pulling them down to the bottom. This thing is nasty, mean. It is fast in short short sprints, but it can't like run a long way. So y'all do have the option to run. It's up to y'all what y'all want to do.
I vote we run. I feel like that seems like a safest option.
I want to fight, so it's up to you there, Garrett.
I mean, I can't
was the
fight,
final vote.
So. Yeah, that's
okay.
What did you say?
My vote is to run. I don't want to fight.
Okay, then we're running. We're running.
Okay. So y'all run out into the night. You don't have like a whole lot of formal camping gear. Whatever you have here, you can leave behind. As y'all run, this thing is left behind. You see, like almost like you see a clearing, and there is a pool of water, and the pool of water glows pink, and light comes down from the sky as if the moon itself is just focused on this one single spot. This is an intrusion from another realm, but it is a blessed intrusion. The entire forest goes quiet. You could hear a pin drop, even where you're at. The trees take on an aura around them, which is also a pink color, and the water itself is pink. And there is a unicorn with that same kind of pink hue on its horn, and it comes up and it stirs the waters. And you feel the most complete sense of peace that you have ever had. Y'all run from this danger, and it is as if the universe opens its arms and gives you safety incarnate. This is a gift of what in your world is known as the pink star. It is a gift of the goddess Bai, the goddess of love, given in this place at this time. You are the scene, the image of this unicorn drinking this water overtakes you. Y'all like harried, you're like running, and you just come across this moment, and you are taken in. You are absorbed, and this place is rich in magic. It's a blessing incarnate. And what do you want to do in this place? This was a 98 on fate, because I had to roll a fate roll for what you ran into, and you ran into a 98. So, with that in mind, first of all, you don't have to worry about the behemoth anymore. You will be able to sleep here under the watchful eye of this unicorn, and you will fear nothing. You don't need any more watches. Which is also good. It means you can take the sword in the morning. You can. There's other opportunities here, but your mind would race, your imagination would run wild. There's so many possibilities, but there's also just that sense of safety, like being inside of a barn in a farm when a storm comes. What would you like to do in this place at this time? And I'm going to start with you, Nora.
I'm glad we ran, guys.
I love you guys.
I don't know what that was. Oh,
It's real nice, but good idea, Nora.
Sorry you guys didn't get much sleep.
Hey, it's fine.
You're gonna sleep so soundly. The
Enough
unicorn.
ale, I'll pass out anyways.
The unicorn lays, kind of lays, sits down, and it's just this sense of invitation. There's the water, there's the trees, there's the light, there's the animal, the fairy creature, because all unicorns are fairy creatures in my games. What do you want to do in this place, Nora?
I'm gonna roll my 2 charisma again to try to get summon lesser fan. Can I do that?
If you want that skill, and that's what you're gonna do here, is like to practice it, you just get it. If
Okay.
your magic, the magic of the greatest fan, flows from love power. It's a certain kind of, slightly sycophantic love, but it's still a kind of love, and so as you try to access that place, it's just inculcated into you, because this is the essence of your magic. This is the essence of the meta power that you access when you use your abilities. You are swimming in the source of your power. And so when you try to reach that place inside yourself, it's instantaneous. There's no need for rolls. What would you like to do in this place, Makia?
She will offer a thankful prayer. It's
Okay.
a lovely place. She'll try to pet the unicorn, and if it lets her, she'll braid its hair.
Jesus Christ. Roll your wisdom. I mean, your charisma. You roll your charisma.
Oh, please let me. Yes, that's a pass.
It's a 95 on fate. So, the spirit of Bai, like you can see it in the water. So you see that image that we have of Bai, and you can see it manifest in the water. And the unicorn lets you pet it without a problem. And as you pet it, you can like see that color, that pink color, come across it, and like it becomes almost like neon almost in your hand. And you get first of all, you're going to get a boon of Bai, and a divine gift of Bai, and a supreme divine gift, one of each. Boon, gift, and supreme divine gift. You will also get a spell once per month that has no error rate. And this is touch of the purified soul. And your hand will like glow pink, and if you can get it on their heart, you can awaken them to specifically the love that Bai has for them. It's a simple awareness of the love that this being has for that individual person, because Bai loves every person as if they were the only person. And yeah, so that is the gift you receive.
Thanks.
Oscar, what would you like to do in this place?
I would like to take the closed bottle of Chug's Autumn Ale that I have.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's do it.
And
let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink that here, like until we feel the love.
You're just gonna drink.
My one true love.
Your one true love is drinking. Your Chug's Autumn Ale becomes an endless bottle of Chug's Autumn Ale. You'll never run out.
Let's go.
Let's go. Like a decanter of endless water, it's a decanter of endless Chug's Autumn Ale. Chug's Autumn Ale.
That's amazing.
It's as fresh as the dew in the morning. It's like that cool breeze on a hot summer day. Chug's Autumn Ale. It's the drink you want when you want to feel refreshed. Anytime you.
I don't know which one. When I do.
And y'all get a great night's sleep. And when you wake up, the scene is gone, the water is gone, but where the where the pool of water was, a single tall flower blooms. What would you like to do as you begin the next day, Oscar? Y'all are now, you know where the dragon lay. What would you like to do as you continue along? Man, I love that scene. I got goosebumps from that scene, not gonna lie.
I continue to sip my ale. I would like to see if I can use spots and make sure we don't run into any more. Actually, can I use detect trap?
Do you have spot as a skill?
I have spot and I have detect trap.
Okay, which one do you want to use? Because those are two different, very different processes.
Let's do spot.
Okay, let's say one of those has a high likelihood of reaping a reward. The other does not. Roll your intelligence for your spot.
Okay, I made my intelligence.
Okay. You spot a blue rabbit flying around in the distance. Now, this is quite a ways away from the farms, but you do know that they are looking for these, and you do see it flying around. Up to y'all if y'all want to do anything about it.
Alright, now listen. We could abandon the dragon and go after these little rabbits. Might be easier.
Or we could do both.
I don't think we should do that. That's a bad idea.
I love she's role-playing the cowardly squire so well. Her advice is always going to be fuck it. And I can tell you that for a fact. Do we want to do something about the bunny or not? It goes to you then, Makia. He did to you what you did to him. Oh, I can't hear you.
Yeah. Let's try to get this bunny. Okay. It's flying. It's a flying bunny?
Yeah, its ears spin around like a helicopter.
I actually don't have any ranged stuff.
But Oscar has something that might work. A net! He has a net.
He's got a net.
Yeah.
Can I throw the net? I do have uncanny accuracy.
I mean, that's perfect, actually. First, you got to approach it. So do you want to try to use anything because it will, right now you're a ways away. As you get closer to it, it may run, as rabbits are apt to do. I
have a noticeable.
Okay, are you going to use unnoticeable?
And pass without a trace.
Then you can use them both. First, roll your unnoticeable, roll your wisdom, and your dex.
Alright, let's see. Wisdom, made my wisdom, dex. Come on. I crit my dex.
Boom!
Yeah.
What? Now we're going to roll your passed out trace as if your passed out trace was 50% higher. So it should put you at 65% if I remember right. Which means you only roll 67. Crit.
I got a 20. I made it.
You are completely invisible to this thing. This thing cannot see you to save its life. You will not even need to roll initiative. You want to throw that net. Roll your intelligence for your uncanny accuracy. Roll your dex, and then roll your melee.
Alright. Intelligence. Well, I failed my intelligence when I left to a great start. Dex.
That's okay. That's a skill to enhance it.
I made my dex. Okay. Then melee. Well, I rolled higher than my melee too.
That's a miss. That's a swing and a miss.
Wait, I'm co-op. Can I roll for him?
I'll let you co-op. I'll let you give it a shot here. What I'll do is I'll let you
distract the bunny.
Yeah, I'll let you use your co-op as distraction, which will I'll give a reroll in the melee. Roll your wisdom for your co-op.
It doesn't pass.
Okay, so there's no making here. There's a big fat no, and the bunny makes kind of a quacking noise and starts to run off. Now, do you want to try to run after it? You are way ahead of everybody else, so only you will get a chance to run after it. Do you want to try Oscar and Iron Fist? This will put you ahead of everybody else. Everybody can then follow you, but you're the only way you get this thing is if you run after it. Wait a minute. By how much did you miss your melee?
My melee is 10, right? When I leveled up, because it goes up by 1.
Yeah.
I rolled a 15.
Yeah, that's not close enough. Okay. Then yeah, do you want to run after it? It's a question.
Nah, let's stay focused on the dragon. Or
Okay.
not dragon. Stay
Womp
focused on
womp
the not dragon.
womp womp. What do you want to do as you travel along there, Nora? As you continue on your way to said not dragon.
Okay. So are we still going after this rabbit? Or are we?
The rabbit is gone.
Done with the
Okay. I
rabbit.
We
was
are
gonna say
on
I
to
have tracking skills now since we leveled up, but I feel like I could just use that for the dragon if we need to.
You got the dragon. If y'all wanted to, if you wanted to use tracking skills to track the rabbit down, y'all could do that. It would take you off course,
Yeah,
but
I don't know how badly we want to.
what'd you say?
Oh, I said I don't know how badly we want to go after the rabbit though.
So y'all question.
Hmm. I think I'm
Try
good.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say
Then
stick with the non-dragon.
what do you not dragon? What do you want to do as you continue along? Then Nora, what action do you want to undertake?
I took the skill fan network. Let's
Mm-hmm.
try and increase that one.
Okay. Roll your charisma 5 times.
Oh, it made it every single time and I crit once. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Wow. So take yourself improved superior fan network. Since you crit, you get
Nice.
to double upgrade it. Boom.
Amazing.
Nice crit. What? 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 You always get that if you crit. What do you want to do, Makia, as you travel along?
Alright, come here. I'm gonna teach you how to use the sword.
Amazing. I would love to learn how to use this sword. I'm sick of throwing rocks.
There
Yes,
are there.
or the
I
hatchet. We'll do
I
some drills.
I am a fan of Eve. By the way, go follow. Say your name on Twitch there, Eve.
Oh, they're never gonna be able to spell it, but it's latest lepus.
Latest lupus. Latest Lepus, go and follow her. I'm a huge fan of Eve. I'm an Eve fan. But one of my things I'm most a fan of is her amazing. I love every time she says amazing. I smile. So you're gonna try to teach her
I didn't realize
because
I said it that much.
she is your biggest fan. All you have to do is roll either wisdom or intelligence, and then Eve, you only need to make your wisdom or your intelligence. Each of you has to make one or the other to teach sword proficiency to your biggest fan. I really, really like this for a squire, by the way. Like,
Yes,
it's
that's a pass.
It's a very simple way to it's interesting.
Oh, I rolled 2 11s and I passed.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Then you have sword proficiency. Y'all come up and let's see what state you see. You see the
Thank you,
dragon
Mickey.
in its in the field, and it is and as you see it, so does it see you. So it definitely responds to you fairly quickly. However, there is some distance between y'all. It doesn't exactly see you because you're in some wooded area and it sees in a clearing, but by its actions you know it knows you're here. It is clearly, and y'all would know this from some personal experience, a drake and not a dragon. Much smaller wings, they can't fly as effectively. They are sleeker, smaller than dragons. If this was a pink dragon, you already know it wasn't a pink dragon, but if it was, it would be somewhere on the order of about 15 feet long. This thing's about 8 feet long, and it is moving at y'all as quickly as it can. With that in mind, we are going to pause for a second, and we will come back and see how y'all respond to the situation. For a minute, and the game is paused. We're back, everybody. Now, by the way, thank you everybody for being on the stream with us. Thank you for joining us for this evening. I've been really looking forward to this particular game, and for a good reason. Anybody who's watching should know this game is going great. Now, y'all have this drake coming at you. You know that if you smell it, you are absolutely fucked. You are.
We did know that.
You did.
Yes. I should have prepared for that a little bit.
Damn it.
You talked about preparing for it at one point, and then didn't.
Yeah.
We talked. That's what the important part is.
You did. And y'all probably have enough time to run. It's a lot faster than that behemoth, but y'all could split up, which is always a great idea in D&D. Or y'all can do a million other things. What do y'all want to do?
Oscar, punch me in the face.
Wait, what?
Do it.
Why?
I'm joking.
Right in the nose.
Oh man, that's a fucking great idea. Are you kidding me? Why is that
Quick.
a bad...
All right.
I'm just holding my breath this whole time while I'm watching them. I'm like trying
That's
not to breathe.
Okay, you know what, Oscar? Roll your intelligence. You have an uncanny accuracy. I'll let you break her nose so that she can't smell without doing actual damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Intelligence, you said?
Has anyone here ever actually broken their nose?
Well, I made my intelligence.
It sucks
I have not.
ass. It fucking sucks. So your nose is broken in game, and you cannot smell. Good news is you didn't do it to yourself, so it will heal with magical healing. Oscar, what's your response? You have just.
I take some of the spiced rum and wipe it on my mustache, like right underneath the nose.
Well, see what that is? Many times, yes. I've only had my nose broken once, and mine was broken real high, where the actual bone is. And it sucked. It sucked pretty hard. I was shooting a 30-06 and had a scope on it. Never shot that one before. Do you have anything to do, Nora, as this thing comes at you?
Nora is going to try to shove a bunch of grass up her nose, so that she can't smell through her nose.
Yeah.
Or like big leaves, or like the biggest leaves you can find, and just like shove them up her nose.
Okay.
Maybe some mud too, to just like solidify the whole thing, like make it airtight, you know.
Okay. For you to do that in enough time, I need you to roll 100-sided for you particularly, Nora.
For me particularly, okay.
Well, because the rest of them, what they did probably could be.
It's just funny how you said that.
No, because what you were trying to do had a more like precision to it. So roll your 100-sided beat of 56.
I got a 16.
Then you are in utter, indescribable ecstasy. So now I get to describe what this ability is, and or what this power is that this thing has, and it is not magic. If anybody knows what a food fighter is in the game and how a food fighter operates, if you eat a food fighter's food, you are in unstoppable just ecstasy, and you will drop to the ground, and that's how food fighters fight. This creature is a perfume drake. It's a type of elemental of the pseudo-elemental variety, particularly concerned with perfumes. And it can do the same thing by smell alone, which is a pretty fucking devastating attack. And right now, unless you have, there are some skills on here, like when you're in the vicinity of the person you're a biggest fan of, that could mitigate this, but I'm suspecting you don't have those skills. But if you do, you can apply them. If you do not,
I have event management.
Yeah, what?
Could I roll incredible luck to help her?
I have event management. Does that help?
What does that skill do? I don't remember. I don't think it does.
No, I'm joking. It's not going to help.
There's a description. Some of those do things other than you might expect. What did you say, Oscar? Incredible luck. Roll that incredible luck, Oscar. Roll it.
Come on. Nope.
Boof.
I got excited for a second, but no.
So Nora is on the ground, enjoying life. Writhing is
Looks
not
like he's
in
having fun.
writhing not in pain but in ecstasy.
So good. Oh my god.
Now we have to see if Oscar's works. Oscar's does work. The spice drum is
Oh
enough
my
to
God.
disrupt the effect. You rolled well on fate, so yours was enough to disrupt the effect. And so y'all do get to attack. So 2 of you get to roll for initiative. That would be.
Oh, I forgot to ask.
19.
What is rogue skills? I started with that.
It means you can take
I don't
from
know
the
what that
rogue.
does.
It means you can take from the rogue sheet. So the rogue sheet is you can take from as well. So that's a different sheet, and so if you have that skill, you can take the skills from that sheet as well on top of the one you start with. Now,
Interesting.
what do you want to do? In So roll for initiative. What did you roll, Oscar? What did you roll, Makia?
I got an 11.
I got 19.
I got a 20. Get
Oh,
wrecked.
why'd you even
Yeah.
ask us?
Because you can time me. Because you know how good it is to have somebody say I rolled a 20, I go I rolled a 22, re-roll. You gotta have the drama. This thing has unconventional backstab that it specifically uses with its olfactory effect, which it can use to try to push through anything anybody's doing to defend against it. And normally that would work, except, so Oscar, you at risk here if I make this backstab, which is going to be at 35%. But the truth is Makia is not. Breaking the nose, I have to say, is a pretty fucking amazing move. I can't lie. Like, that was...
Nice. Do
Okay.
any gods give her any like cool stuff?
That's a good point. And you don't get... Yeah, that's not bad. What are the, it has to be one of the ones... Remind me the ones that are on your dial.
I got Iris, Prairie, Isis,
So
Bacon
good.
Face, and Romy.
Iris, Prairie, Isis, Bacon Face, and Romy. Isis would give you... you get a boon of Isis.
Nice.
Now, so Oscar, I failed my backstab, so my attack does not work. It is now your turn. We're going to go to you. I'm going to start with you, Oscar. What do you want to do against this thing? Hey,
Backstab it back.
clever. Clever are you. Not many can resist the aroma. You do not know what you are denying yourself. The smell would open up the universe for you. She knows truth now that she knows the beauty of my aroma. Elvrogor
Seems like she's enjoying it.
gives a gift.
Listen, not gonna lie. Looking at her, I'm tempted. But right now I got the rum, so I'm set right now.
So what are you using?
Backstab.
Okay. Roll it!
Come on. Oh no, that's a. Oh no! I thought I was close. I thought I crit too.
Dude, I thought you gave me. I was about to just like lose it.
Wait, incredible luck. Oh sure, that would have made the backstab, but not the incredible luck.
Okay. Then I get an attack of opportunity, and I am going to use a tail whip. Called shot at your head.
A candy dodge. Combat reflexes.
You can use it. You can use it if I make it. Let me see if I'm. Definitely will have to use either one of those. You have, within Kenny dodge, you get the extra dodge with the combat reflexes, which I would just use the combat reflexes. Roll your dex.
All right. Made my dex.
Okay, so then the tail whip misses you. It is now your turn, Makia. What do you want to do against this Drake?
So she's gonna slice at him and try to use stunning fist.
What are you talking about, Carpy? I did do the attack of opportunity. I just did it. I'm going.
Is he talking about me?
The Oh, good call. I'll give him an extra. So you're gonna get an extra action this round. Carpy called me on it. I forgot to give.
Kirby!
I forgot to give you a attack
Thank you,
opportunity
Carpy.
on the Drake. So y'all will all get an extra action this round. So that means you get 2 attacks, Makia, and then I will go back to Oscar and give him a 7th action. Thank you for calling me on that, Carpy.
Fantastic. Okay, so she's gonna try with this, like slashing with Stunning Fist.
Okay.
Twice.
You cannot slash. You cannot slash with Stunning Fist.
Okay, fine. Hit him with the hilt.
Perfect. Yeah, you have to. It has to be a blunt attack. Then roll your wisdom, your Stunning Fist. Roll your strength, and then your melee. Do 2 both. 2 strength, 2 melee.
Okay. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. That's okay. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, 1 of each made it.
Okay, I'm going to try to use my dodge, which I failed. So you hit, which actually stuns it, giving you another attack and giving Oscar an extra attack, though not an extra action this round. So you have another attack, Makia. You cannot use Stunning Fist the second time, but you can.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try to chop its head off. No. Yes. Okay.
That's a called shot. Roll your Thaco. You have any intending skills to help that happen?
No.
Then roll your
No.
Thaco. Sorry, melee. Roll your melee.
Ha!
Okay. How close were you to your melee?
Not close. Not
Okay,
close.
then it will miss, unfortunately, because it's called shot. It is your turn, Oscar. What do you want to do, Oscar? You got another action this round, or you have 2 attacks if you want to do basic attacks. But if you have something else you want to do, you can take it as an action.
1 backstab, or I could do 2 just like 2 normal attacks.
Do you have improved backstab? Because if you don't, you can only attempt it once per encounter.
Okay, then I can only do it this one. All right, so I'll just do 2 normal attacks.
Okay, then roll your 2 melees.
Made my first. Made my second.
Okay, these are pretty solid attacks. Whoa, actually, you fucked this thing up. You cut straight through this thing's right arm and remove its right arm and remove its tail. It lets out a scream. Father, some dwarf. Yeah. I'm going to do a bite attack aimed at your mouth. I only get 1 attack this round. I'm going to do a bite attack at your throat. Okay. Did not crit my melee. I was pretty close, but that wasn't enough to do the called shot. So this thing is pretty well fucked. It doesn't have any more attacks this round. And we are going to go back to you, Makia. It does not have much left. Just 1 solid aimed shot would be enough to take care of it.
Great. Yeah, I'll just hit him in the chest with my sword.
Okay. Melee attack!
Let's go. Pass.
And you drive your sword through this thing's chest, and it is fucking dead. Everybody's doing good. We're not going to do any more levels till the end of the game, today's game, and you find a bag of holding on him, and so you have his stuff, and you have the body, which you know is worth some money, quite a bit of money, but. And you don't have the passcode for the bag of holding, so you can't get the stuff out of it. But it's very easy to to repurpose a bag of holding. So you have a choice to make. You can either take the bag of holding, repurpose it so it has a new passcode, but means you lose everything that was inside of it, or you can try to hold on to the bag of holding, not use it for yourself, and then not use it for yourself, but then try to figure out the passcode so that you can get whatever's inside of it.
Has a big hoard of stuff in there.
It does.
It's been stealing crops, though.
But
it could be nothing.
It could be, or it could have been stealing stuff from across worlds, dude. The problem is.
But I say we wait. We get that thing open. I want what's inside.
That's a good idea, but then how do you move the body? The body is heavy as fuck. It is gonna be
Squire carry it.
Squire.
Leave my squire
The squires
alone.
do, isn't
The
it?
squire has like 6 strength. That ain't happening.
But
Oh,
I
shit.
could
All right.
organize a dragon moving event and have a bunch of people come and move it or
That's
something.
you're saying that like it's a joke, but you absolutely could. There's fairies in this forest.
That's
You
what I'm saying.
don't you have
Yeah.
like the ability to contact multiple people or something? You have like fan club or something like that. You could get a group of
Not yet,
fairies to come.
but
Yeah, you had some skill you improved earlier. What was the skill you improved earlier?
um. Oh, fan network. You're right. Sorry, I
Yeah,
thought you were talking about
not fan club, but fan
local
network.
fan.
If
Yeah.
you want to, you could try to use fan network. If you make it, you could get a group of fairies and those or other beings that live in this forest, and they could come and give you help.
All right. Okay, guys. I think I got this one. I'm gonna go around. So she goes around and she talks about how Makia, the Great Knight, needs help with um, moving this beast, and so I'm gonna see how many people I can get. And I have that improved and superior.
That's right. So you're gonna
So
roll your charisma as if your charisma was 2 higher, and in my mind, all she does is like take out a horn and just like let out like a series of blasts that lets people know that the great Makia is in need of something, and we will see what comes. Roll your charisma as if they were 2 higher, and then of course it is a fate roll to see what kind of people we get.
Pretty great, isn't she, Oscar? You should get one if you should.
I didn't make it. My charisma is a 14. I rolled a 17.
Okay. Oof.
This
So
is
yeah.
embarrassing, guys.
So the problem
I want to
remains.
point out, I once had a crew instead of a fan base. But then I got
That's it.
lost, and
Why don't you roll your?
here I am.
Why don't you roll incredible luck, Oscar?
Yeah, I was thinking that. Can I roll
You're
incredible
gonna
luck?
make that incredible luck, and then it's gonna work out for her.
No, I
Nope.
got close again.
I was feeling.
Like
I was
two
feeling.
of it again.
Then
I'm
the
gonna
problem
divinely
remains.
beg. Can I divinely beg?
Yeah, you can do divine begging. Roll your charisma.
All right. It's a pass.
Okay. You have efficacious prayer too, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then your effect works, and the horn is recognized and responded to as a result of the efficacious, the divine begging. And a group of porks shows up. Porks are hog people. These beings grow. Yeah. We remember when you saved our village from the hunters. And so a group of porks that know you well gather together. I would like to point out that in her other game, Eve likes to gather together a cult that worships her. Her tendency in this game to use skills that gather people together to do what she wants is noted by the DM. The porks can very easily take this thing to town. You're starting closer to the beginning of the day, so you should be able to get there before night, depending on what the fate rolls are. As you travel along, what would you like to do? We're going to start with you, Oscar. What would you like to do as you travel along?
I'll use spot. I'd like to keep an eye out for trouble. Make sure, hopefully nobody come mess with us when we have this thing, but you never know.
Roll your intelligence.
Well, I failed, so there we are.
Get wrecked. Makia, what do you want to do as y'all travel along?
I will try to learn genuflect in an emergency.
That's a good one. Oh, roll your charisma 5 times.
Okay. Hang on, I gotta look at what it is again, because I can't remember shit. Okay, that's pass. 2 passes. 3 passes. 4 passes. And a crit.
4 passes and a crit. What? What?
And a
What?
crit.
Wow.
Take it improved.
Ooh. Nice.
Okay. Nora, what do you want to do as you travel along?
I would like to try to learn fandom unity.
Fandom unity. I dig it. Roll your charisma 5 times. Y'all's fate roll in this game have been fucking amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Holy shit.
I crit once and I failed twice.
Okay.
My rolls
Then
are dookie.
yeah, dookie. Your rolls are dookie. As you travel along, you hear, "Hello, hello, good heroes, good heroes, over here." And you see a tiny, like about this big, group of individuals that look like a mixture of bees and sprites. So these are bee fairies that are coming to say hello. You you saved us from the dragon. You saved us. Elvrogor was the most horrible beast and was forcing us to grant him our magical honey, and you have saved us. We had to come and give you thanks on behalf of our queen. So bee fairies, unlike having like one big queen for like the whole bee court, every single bee fairy colony has its own queen. So the bee fairies are here and they are thanking you. We we had to thank you. We had to repay you. You've 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 saved us.
You're welcome. You can give some of that to my squire there. She could probably use it.
How about the honey?
She's like, whatever, we killed the dragon. We did good. I don't need honey, but give it to her.
It is magical
I didn't
honey.
help whatsoever.
It is magical honey,
Yeah.
and you are gifted by the bee fairies. Would you come and stay near the hive? We'd love to have a festival in your honor, which is a hard decision to make because it is a beehive, but they on the one hand they're inviting you, on the other hand you really want to get home. But also there might be a lot of magical honey available, so it's a decision to make in game. For the record, 94 on fate.
Yeah, let's go stay with the bee.
You're gonna go back.
Sounds cool.
You're gonna go to the
Yeah.
the bee fae. What do you want to do? What do you want us to do with the body? The porks asked.
I say we do the big thing.
Could they get it to town by themselves?
From IKEA. Absolutely.
Thank you, Porks. I won't forget your kindness.
We'll leave the money in your name. So they're gonna take the dragon, the drake's body back to town. I can speak. And y'all are taken by the bee fairies to their home. And these, of course, are not. This isn't the average hive. It takes up several trees. It's like a little village. There's almost hut-like structures that are all interconnected, and you can hear the bees buzzing. And as they bring you up to their village, the fairies, the sprites, the pixies gather around and are cheering and celebrating and singing y'all's praises. Thank you for freeing us from the drake. Elvrogor was a curse. And they're just dancing around you and dropping like bits of something like fairy dust, but it's actually significantly different. All around as you walk, they're dropping flower petals as you walk, and they bring you up to the to one spot. It's like y'all can like reach up, get close to different houses, and there's one that looks like a palace, and the queen comes out. We are most appreciative of your wonderful work on our behalf. the Drake was a most horrible curse. And you are true heroes. Welcome. Welcome to the hive. And everybody cheers, and they start to sing, have music, and a fairy party begins. What would you like to do in the midst of this? Have you ever been in the middle of a fairy party, Garrett? You have to at some point in my games.
I think my very first game ever with you,
Yeah, fairy
I
parties
had
can
a party.
fairy parties can get wild. You never know how they're gonna go. But right now, it's just bee fairies making music, sharing some mead, which I'm sure Oscar likes, and
Oh, yeah.
passing around the honey, which is quite good. Anything y'all want to do in the midst of this burgeoning fairy party, which is fairly tame as far as fairy parties go so far.
Oscar is just getting shit faced off the mead, like as hard as he can go.
I'll tell you, they comes like little thimbles, and it still fucks you up. It's so good.
God.
Like, has anybody seen the movie Legend with Tom Cruise? Have you know that movie? So good. That's a forgotten movie. Go watch that movie. It's weird as hell, but I love that movie. They have these.
I think I've seen it.
The fairies
Is
like.
it in black and white?
No, black and white. Are you fucking with me?
Yeah.
God damn it.
I've heard of lots of movies. If I haven't heard of a movie, then it's.
Go look up Legend. It's from the 80s. Fucking black and white. Fuck you. Anyways, there's a scene where he has like little cups that like fit around your fingers when he makes them appear in. That's the kind of stuff they're passing around. Anything you want to do in the midst of this, Nora? They are dancing around you, proclaiming you a hero, even though you slept through the entire thing. Not slept, but
They don't need to know that.
I will just take part in the festivities and drink and hang out. Hang out.
You have one of these and you get faced. Your turn. What do you want to do in the midst of this, Makia?
Makia will go find the soldier bees and talk to them to try and learn their soldier bee strategies.
The what? The what?
I don't know. Are there like bees that fight?
Oh yeah.
Fighters, right?
There are. That's awesome. So first of all, what they're going to do is they're going to give you 10 doses of magical honey that specifically will make you fly. So you have 10 chances to fly, because the best thing you can learn from them is aerial combat. Roll your wisdom and your intelligence.
Yeah, I think I moved my cat. Go, Tuna. Go.
Kitty! Kitty!
His name is Tuna? That's so cute.
That's Tuna. It's my tuna fish. Okay, wisdom pass. Intelligence fail.
Well, so when you're learning from somebody, you learn roll wisdom intelligence, and they roll wisdom and intelligence. You each have to make one of each. So we will see if they make theirs. If they do, and they made both. So you are good. You learned it anyways. Boom, booyah.
Amazing. Wait, what do we call it? Bee strategy?
No, it's called aerial combat.
Oh, great. Sorry. Thank you.
Learn aerial combat, and you get 10 doses of flying honey. And it doesn't go crazy. We didn't reach that next level. I rolled the fate roll. We didn't which actually can go real bad, because like you can spend like years inside a fairy party, but it only feels like a few hours. So there's a downside to an awesome fairy party. There's an upside too. But you have a good time. The mead flows, the honey flows. Everybody winds up with 5 doses of magical honey on top of what you got with the flying honey. But everybody is so fucked up, they don't remember what the honey does. So y'all will find that out as you experiment along the way. You have 5 doses of honey that you don't know what it does, each of you. and y'all get a good night's sleep under the tree, protected by the bee fairies. And that is a good first game. Everybody at this table gets another level. We're all at level 3.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
Which means you and Oscar both get an extra attack. So y'all now have 2 attacks per round. Don't forget to mark that off. All fighter-based classes get an extra attack at level 3, level 5, and level 10.
Oh.
Yes.
What do you know?
You didn't know that?
Has it always been like that? Has it
Yes,
always been like that?
It has always been like that.
Okay.
I am absolutely certain that at some point, because I can remember telling you in a text game, I explained this to you once.
Well. Yeah.
Don't remember who, but I am 100%. I remember telling you this in a text game. I am certain of it.
I'm sure you have. I miss like half the times you tell me to level 2, so.
I know. I have seen you. What level are we? What level are we?
I've still never died. I've never perma-died, so, suck it. Need those levels.
You don't want to tell me that and say suck it. I'm the DM. You know what? That's some dangerous shit. However, I would like to point out, isn't it cool how dark and fucked up the Vecna shit is and how beautiful and wonderful the Bai stuff is? I love the contrast between the two.
Wild. I mean, I haven't seen her do anything yet, but yeah, Vecna's
Well, you did
pretty
tonight.
spooky.
You did. That's what you
That's
saw.
right, that's right, yeah.
You absolutely did.
Yeah.
That was one of the, if you've been watching the games, she's been appearing in pools. It's always going to be subtler with something like Bai, because even beings like that are never going to overpower a moment. It's always going to be subtler, but it's going to be just as profound. And it's very interesting to RP both characters. To have to explore both sides of the mind is something. Those are some extremes. And what a great game, y'all. Really, really, really fucking fun. That was a great game.
Very fun. I like that. That's great.
It was a lot of fun. And we're going to be exploring what happens when a classic medieval setting is intruded upon by pseudo-elementals like the perfume drake. So that's what the whole theme of the game is. This is going to be unusual for y'all. Y'all would have you wouldn't know what the perfume drink was. You wouldn't have any experience with it. Your characters in game, nobody in this realm would. And so exploring those ideas, and it's going to get weirder for your characters as they encounter things that are made of concrete fairies and plastic fairies and gasoline fairies. And so that will continue to be a challenge as these beings kind of intrude. And then of course there's one giant plot behind it all, what it all means, why is it happening, and how do you solve it. So that's the game for this evening, everybody. And that is what the campaign is going to be about. That's why it's called Something Old and Something New. Everybody, first of all, thank the 3 of y'all for doing this. Y'all are some of my favorite people to play the game. You're some of my favorite people in the world. I just deeply appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Thanks everybody for coming. Thanks for being a part of it. But for now, the stream is ending.